Hi guys, the boys here. Today we have a special guest, Assistant Chief Trevor Walls. Today we're just gonna go over basically on just basic firefighting, techniques, just whatever. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not even gonna act like we have an agenda. We're just gonna wing it. So glad to have you, Trevor.
It's nice to be here.
Good, I hope so.
Thank you guys for coming out this way.
Absolutely. We're excited. We're excited to be here. But first, we're gonna tell you the whole dilemma
All right.
of I'm not even gonna mention name sheets, but you know I was starving when we left our hall. I was like, let's go to Sheets. So we went to Sheets. I was like, Kyle, I'm getting a sampler. Like, that'd just be hitting different for a big fella. Yeah. Well, I got a snack wrap, or those wraps, 2 of them. What was it? Bacon chicken wrap. Oh, what you got? I was so happy. I had them down, and I was like, oh, the best part. I got cheese sticks, macaroni bites, and then the Wisconsin cheese bites. That's like constipation for like a week, but yeah. Then they have the jalapeno ranch. Mm-hmm. Kyle grabs the wheel. I'm driving. We're going down the road. Opening up in their buffalo bites.
That's a big downfall.
Although my turkey sub was very good.
I don't care about your sub. I was so upset. Like, disappointment I had when I seen the little nugs just looking at me like, "Hello." It was not good. And then I got a drink with salmon eggs in it. What were they, like poppers? Or?
It's like bubble tea, but it's
like them. It's like them Orbeez things.
Yeah, popping bubbles, STR.
Probably stirred. Something.
I don't know. Sheets. Rudders is better. Gas station wars. So, Trevor, how long have you been in the fire company for?
I've been a member of this department for going on 10 years, but I've been around this department pretty much for all my life.
Yeah.
My grandfather, uncle, and my dad have been a part of it since they were young, so once I was born, basically just got swept into it and been here ever since.
Exactly the same. You're 23.
I'll be 24 in June.
I'll be in all, so we were basically raised the same way, basically. 10 years I'll be in September.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's where, like, we just try, like, and that's, like, there's a reason why he's an assistant chief. Not just because the way it goes, there's a reason why, like, you work your butt off.
I do my best.
Like, I'm not saying we do, but
that's all really you can do is do your best. I mean, besides when you're shoving the mic in my face. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really know you at all, but so like to be here, like I know who you are. I've talked to you a few times.
That's Trevor Walls.
Yeah, I know. But like I'm glad to be here to hear your story. Mm-hmm. So I mean I've talked to JB about your dad. Your dad was also an officer?
Yeah, my dad served. He's been kind of everywhere. He served as a captain for a very long time. About the same age as I was, about 19, 20. He became a captain. Then, as years went by, he moved up into it as assistant chief. Then he became a deputy chief for the longest time. Then once I joined, he kind of stepped back a little bit so that way he could be on the ground with me, help me, watch me do things and learn. Then he kind of was on and off in the leadership positions then. Then once I became 18 and got into the leadership roles, he kind of stepped down as far as leadership. Now he basically just is a driver, and he fights fire and stuff when he can.
Now, did you get your firefighter one like once you turned 18, or did you wait a little bit?
No, so I got mine not too long ago. I think
cool.
last year in December.
Those are hard to find. I'm not even.
I got my mod for my burn like as soon as I turned 18.
Same, yeah.
Then I probably could have gotten my fire one earlier, but I kind of just waited because where the classes were. But it got to the point where it's like I just want to get it done and over with,
yeah.
so I went and got it.
Yeah, that's basically how we were. Just it's so hard to find the proper class.
Yeah, that's how it is anymore. I mean, there's instructor shortages and people
Right.
and members and departments being short-staffed and stuff. You can't really. It's hard to get classes and finding classes and stuff.
Because when if you don't have enough people in the class, they basically you can't take the class.
That's it. Yeah. We just started. Well, we're in RIT class right now.
Are you?
We got it set up. It took me a couple months to finally find an instructor and get it all set up. So that's if you can't. That's the way things are right now. Is that you got to get basically pre-booked pretty quick, or else all the instructors that are known around the area kind of get booked pretty quick, so you can't get your classes that you want in.
There's a lot of good instructors around here.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what my opinion is. They're out of county too, but there's a bunch of guys in the city that I enjoy.
See, what I like though is I was lucky for my instructors when I went because I had the same guy that I took mod 1, 2, 3 through.
Yeah.
And then he was also my instructor for my fort and then the burn. So it's I was comfortable with this instructor. I mean, he's a cool dude. He's laid back, I mean,
and that's what most of these instructors are.
Yeah, it's a lot of the instructors we deal with or that we get. They're real. We either know them personally or they're just really laid back
in the past and stuff.
They're just smooth and everything.
You guys are though also into water rescue pretty heavily.
Yeah, we're the only water rescue team in Blair County. We teamed up with Williamsburg, and so the way it is now, it's kind of like a combined team kind of. So for example, if they would get called for a rope rescue, we go down and assist their rope team.
Okay.
If we get a water rescue,
They come
up here, or vice versa.
Mutual aid.
Yeah, so basically it's a mutual aid box. Between both departments, we were able to get us the level 3A team through the PEMA certification.
Really?
So we have a couple guys between both departments that are certified in that, and we've gotten a lot more equipment, and we're still we're in the process of getting newer boats and stuff through
cool.
this task force. So it's
good for you guys.
It definitely expanded compared to how it was back then. Not that back then was bad. We still had our stuff together, but we're progressing and making it better as time goes on.
That's good to hear. Yeah, that's real good. That's awesome. So, how many members are here? How many members do you have?
I don't have specific numbers. I'm gonna say average about an average 40. Now it's like every other department. I'm sure you guys have the same issue. You don't get everybody every single call.
Yeah.
Unless if it's real big, but most of the time you get a handful.
Yeah. Yeah. That's volunteer.
Yeah.
That's the volunteer
and that's
service.
And that's between people's work schedules and family schedules and stuff, you can't get everybody
Yeah.
to group up like they used to back in the day.
Yeah, it's a shame. So, like, I'm sure us are here. If you have the time, go to your local firehouse. Put an app in. I mean, you don't have to fight fire. You can help with the fun. Like, that's as important, in my opinion. You can correct me if I'm wrong, both. But my opinion, you need guys to help with fundraisers.
Oh yeah,
I was seeing you guys had a fish dinner. Dude,
Yeah.
if you guys just want to help with fish dinners, chicken barbecues, like,
Hey, that's even better because like them people that don't fight fire that come help.
yeah.
If the tones go off, you're losing a whole handful
Yeah,
of guys.
we actually have a good bit of social members now
That's
that
awesome.
mainly come up for the functions and stuff like
So
that.
then if you have a emergency call, you guys
Yeah, we
can handle and you still
yeah, we
don't hurt
can,
as bad.
Yep, we can get crews out the door while we
Yeah.
still have people there
That's big.
supporting the customers and stuff. So it's definitely a good thing.
So yeah, like I said, if you just have downtime and you want to help your local department, just volunteer anywhere. You could just help out. What members are they called? Like a auxiliary member?
Auxiliary social member.
Social member.
Basically.
So if you just want to be a social member and not fight fire, deal with emergency runs.
It don't make you any less of a person.
No. You're as appreciative as what we appreciate that.
I mean, we've had members that started out as a social member, then eventually they saw the excitement of it and wanted to move into the emergency part of it. So
Yeah.
See, I'm not going to mention any names, but there's a kid. He's in a school, like weld school, where I work. So like, it's pretty cool. Like he's like really quiet, but he's the nicest kid. He actually is running with that local fire department, but he don't want to fight interior, and I said there's nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with it. If you want to stay outside, like you don't feel comfortable with interior firefighting, that's fine. No one's gonna
say there's a position in the fire service for everyone.
Yeah.
Like after a fire, if you want to just help hand out water during the fire, or come back here and go to your like local
like a pizza shop or something.
Sheets.
That's we gotta. I mean, we have a
So-
decent support staff, and there's support people on the fire ground that we have that don't go into the burning buildings, but
Yeah.
they're still there to help and do the outside stuff of things. Then plus you have the people that are in the fire police side, and then on the EMS side of things,
Yeah.
it's just what they enjoy doing, and it's good because it doesn't tie up all of the
Interior.
main interior guys.
Yeah.
You have those people that can handle those other tasks.
Yeah. Yeah. That's basic. That's what I mean. Like I hit that right there.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say after that with that one.
No, I mean,
That was just for that reason there. That's basically.
Yeah, anymore it's the way things are is
Yeah,
that you gotta have to make sure that there's other people for those certain tasks because one or a group of people can't do everything on their
Yeah,
own.
exactly. That's right. That was my other thing.
Mhm.
I was gonna say it's like, let's just say us three ran together. Us three can't go to these fundraisers and then also get hit out for a first due
Mhm.
fire. Well, who's gonna stay and help? We don't do fish dinners, but I'm sure those are a lot of work.
Oh yeah, it's 7 weeks. It's definitely a long period. It's definitely a long 7 weeks. Between the prepping and the advertising
guarantee
and
it.
stuff like that.
Do you guys have good turnout with that?
Oh yeah, we average about 600.
Wow.
I think our highest this year was 668.
Wow. Was that what? Tommy might have said that last episode. What's it ever like Lent or what is it called?
Lent?
Lent. Yeah, I
Lent
don't.
season, yeah.
Yeah, That's around like Hollidaysburg. What you guys? Bellwood?
Bellwood's big.
Who
There's-
else?
There's a whole bunch of them. Which I think Pinecroft's does
Okay.
them too. There's a whole bunch surrounding that do it.
That's something we never really got into.
No, because
I mean,
we have our
but see, our fundraisers we have now are like, they're good money makers. I mean, our first chicken barbecue of the year, our ox roast, the Dutch meals,
meal.
and then the last
Dutch.
chicken barbecue.
Yeah, if it wasn't for those Dutch meals, man.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like I bet you our Dutch meal is probably like our fish. You want to call it our fish dinner? You know what I mean? But it's really not a fish dinner.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But like we do in fall, spring and fall.
Yeah. But I mean, we are looking, like, we're looking expanding out. Like,
Yeah.
we want to bring up about
Like,
a cornhole
yeah.
tournament.
Yeah, that's big. That's cornhole nowadays. Is pretty big.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, we were just right before we came. We were like, running. Since we're on cornhole,
Yeah.
shout out to Roaring Spring Fire Department. When is theirs?
May 6th.
May 6th. At what time?
Registration's at 5, and then the bags start flying, I think, at 6:15.
Look them up on Facebook.
It got dark.
Look them up on Facebook, and we can go ahead and get a whole. Oh, not the body armor. That's not a sponsorship with
No.
body armor or sheets. But anyways, back on topic. So if you guys are interested in that cornhole, Roaring Springs having one May 6th, I'll put.
Bring your own partners.
Yeah.
It's not like they draw partners for you. Just bring your
Well,
own partner.
I'll put their post in the description below if I can find that post again.
But see, like, we were talking, you know Wade Shaw?
Yeah, I know of them. Yeah.
So he's big into it.
Mhm.
So it's like he's gonna be helping us, and he's got a guy that could also, like, he'll set it up for us. Like, he has everything. So we don't really got a thing into, like,
He would take
pull the trucks out on the pad.
like 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, like we were talking last
We don't
night.
know for sure if I
No, we're just
but-
throwing figures
yeah.
out there. But like we thought about like some guy said about having food and hot dogs,
Dude, you
for
can get hot dogs and
chips,
sauerkraut.
or there's so much you can
Put
do.
crumbles on
Soda.
it,
Just basic stuff.
Yeah, simple. Nothing like too difficult where you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, but it's gonna be nice.
You know, like,
Get a grill it outside.
Yeah.
Bay doors up, and just what? I don't know, $2 a dog or something like that.
Yeah, you can make
yeah,
some
just like
decent
we
money
won't.
off of that.
Like, we're not gonna
And that's
charge
profit
extra.
that goes into the fire company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then if like let's just say you brought 20 guys, he brought 20 guys, and I brought 10. I don't know how much he charges,
I'm
but
not
that's
sure.
even if he would take it like 30%, 50%, that's still a good chunk of change.
Yeah, very.
But like I said, if you guys are looking to join a fire company and want to be a part of the brotherhood, sisterhood, or however, just go ahead and go to your local station and get a hold of them. There's a pile. I'd look.
Just about every fire department that you can visit is always looking for recruitment and
Yeah.
volunteers.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like I said, you could be, you could live in Williamsburg. I'm just picking Williamsburg, and you could apply with Tyrone just to go help with the auxiliary and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So like, if you don't, we suggest helping your local department, but if you still want to help other departments, they will not turn you away.
Oh yeah, no.
So yeah. So Trevor, do you have any questions for Trevor on this one?
No, I think.
Okay, I got some more. I think, unless.
How about everybody?
So, we were talking today about like, since like you're our first chief on this, I want to know like your scene size ups, like as a learning for me. I'm sure himself. I'm sure some of the viewers would love to hear some of your scene size ups, best easy tricks to remember. Because trust me, I'm sure you know that when you're getting wrapped out for fire, first on scene of a fire, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's stressful because you got to think, okay, we have, I don't, like, this company coming in. All right, these guys are going to beat this company in. So do I need a next due engine to grab the hydrant down here?
Yeah, so we so our first alarm is pretty our fires, our dispatch is a first alarm assignment. Regardless, anything that comes in as a dwelling fire is an automatic first alarm. The main, on my aspects of things, the main topics that I want to make sure are done is, first of all, confirming that that there's no entrapment. Where am I getting my water supply from? Because the thing that sucks about my township is that pretty much everything's rural. So it's all tanker shuttles. We do have some hydrants, but the way on the water system that's on, you're better off just doing a tanker shuttle anyway because the hydrants aren't good.
Really? Okay.
So, and just mainly apparatus placement and stuff. You know, we have a lot of tight, narrow areas, so you got to make sure that, you know, you're not blocking each other in.
Yeah, because like you said, for an area like Martinsburg and Geesey Town and Williamsburg, there's not. Yeah. We have a lot of coverage area out of the borough.
Yeah.
To where you gotta hug the side so you can get those tankers in, and you can shuttle properly. Well, you were on that big barn fire we had.
Yeah.
Those tankers, you had to hug the side so other tankers.
Yeah, it's
just one of those.
I mean, we have our advantages where we can kind of divert certain apparatus to go around the scene and come in from the other side, but there's some areas where you can't do that, so you kind of have to plan accordingly stuff.
Because you might have to commit a tanker. Mm-hmm. You never know. You never know. I always have said this, so correct me if I'm wrong, both of you. It's easier to cancel than it is to request.
Yep.
So
that's how
you get I'm just picking an 03 box. You
Alright.
Well, we'll be here. If not, we'll see you later.
Okay.
This is Trevor Walls. We'll have him on again if he's too late, but we'll get them responding here. So, all right. Thanks, guys.
Somebody show me where it is. I lost my way. Somebody show me where it is. A debt gets paid. Where it is, I'm going.